especially special thanks to John Morris sir, and also to the distinguished guest, Nikhil sir and Lawrence sir. So I'll get started. So with our agenda, what we discussed. At the outset, this program, this is actually bringing out the Christians together beautifully and bringing out a specialized vision of uniting across, which is the need of the hour and also which is very much needed in the coming days. So putting that as the outcome of the program. So we have discussed on 3 points majorly. The first one is love and fellowship. So this program majorly needs to build and bind the love and fellowship among different Christians, Catholics, everyone. And gather Christians with a spirit of sharing the views. So that's one thing which we found as very important, because the views needs to be shared transparently and shared across the other stakeholders as well. And then especially the youth and children special meetings which are needed, and it happens in the churches, but it has to happen to a different extensive level where the youth and children also talk and come out with the views. So we have discussed a couple of points about this particular agenda. Will also see that. So about the program, the topic is wonderful. We as a committee, we have also found it really good, the topic which has been given. It gives a lot of meaning and value to the topic itself. And also the concept which has been put across. It has been put across really beautiful, and also I think it's already recognized how we can take it up to the next level. So the first point which we discussed is initiate in the local level. So that's something which we majorly discussed, because in the local level we need to build our roots and we need to get stronger. And then the communities across, like the Protestant community and the Roman Catholic community and the Orthodox community. So we all need to unite together with a different ratio. Let's say how we, unite on this particular achieving this goal. And catechism classes we discussed about. So the catechism classes actually happens in churches, and the children are also part of it. But we thought how this can be shared to the other churches as well, to the nearby communities as well, in terms of exchanging the thoughts among different other children of other parishes. So we just thought about this because this will create a great amount of synergy and thoughts between the other parishioners as well. And the nearby church communities, so which can be gathered not only in the same church, but gathering in the other church communities as well, and as Sir said, on the NGOs as well, which we can outreach, which is again a very good eye-opener. And in a Sunday Mass, so when a Sunday Mass is happening, so the activity of uniting can be announced. So it can be any sort of activity. It can be helping out, it can be reaching out to the poor, to the needy, or let's say the youth go out for a campaigning. So any sort of activity which will actually indirectly unite, which will unite the crowd beautifully. So they do it, but without knowing they get united. And workshops we spoke about. Workshops on engineering the spirit of engagement. So workshops which can be done for the leaders who actually work on this project, which will improve the spirit of engagement. So the spirit of engagement has to be embodied, or it has to be brought in, right? That's going to bring in, have a lot of challenge. So why cannot we do workshops, specialized workshops for different stakeholders, for let's say the senior people in the parishes, and we can put them workshops, we can tell them that this is how you can do the community building. And then state level consolidation, city level and district level, we have discussed. So these three levels, we can monitor and we can plan how things can be moved up to the next level. So state level, city level and district level. And then handling of the budget, we then discussed about, should be a separate committee in terms of handling the budget, because there are going to be challenges when it comes to the budget and handling them. And we also discussed about the St. Thomas Mount program, which is coming up with around 2,000 odd people gathering. So this can be one good example where it can be done in the other churches as well. And the St. Thomas Mount activity is going to be a very big opportunity where we can actually utilize and do this as an eye-opener towards our upcoming big activity. And then regional level and at the diocese level as well, we discussed where the programs, awareness programs, which needs to be put across. And then communication forum to create. This is something quite interesting which we discussed. So communication forum. So it happens. I've observed as a Catholic from my childhood. I've observed. So the communication comes, but it comes in a later stage. Right? So why cannot we create communication forums, like let's say on social media or let's say on WhatsApp or wherever comfortable. If WhatsApp is not comfortable, then we can go for some other. But why cannot we create communication forum? It clicks onto the screen. It goes to individual screens and the individual takes up the decision whether I need to come or not. It's not going to be the parents who will decide, but the individuals can take the call whether, yeah, I'll go and I'll be there. And periodic virtual calls we discussed about. So virtual calls today, wherever they are, we can have these virtual calls. They cannot give the excuses that I'm not able to join, right? So through virtually you can join, you can be part of the calls, and then we can put out an agenda and we can also put on the minutes of the meeting. And the last 2 points which are, we can plan for conclaves and career programs. I think some of the stakeholders mentioned it, I was very happy. Conclaves and career programs, which can be a roadmap to this bigger goal, wherein we can unite bigger crowd. We can be Christians or it can be a lot of Christians, but predominantly we can look at the Christians. We can do a bigger program and we can unite them. We can also tell them that we are planning for such programs down the line about a bigger plan. So conclaves and career programs. Conclaves can be on any topic. Career programs can be like career conclaves as well. And last would be mentoring programs. So same as the career conclaves, mentoring programs can also be planned where the mentoring is needed for people. So we cannot use the terminology as counseling, right, obviously. So where mentoring is needed, let it be on life skills or let it be on career. So we can also provide that, which will again gather a crowd and we can put across the information. Thank you. Thanks to each other.